Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog Trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about how the full moon is coming into effect to affect the emotions of the market. We're also going to talk about the hash ribbons. Okay, so we got a lot of things to cover on tonight's video. And guys, make sure if you guys find this content relevant, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up and sub and do all that fun stuff for me. I appreciate it. Keeps me motivated to do these videos, and we'll have some fun doing some technical analysis. Okay, so we talked about Bitcoin trading sideways in this range for. Let's see, how many videos did I do now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos. We talked about 9 days in a row, pretty much how we're going to trade sideways in this range exactly, right around this fib. We did hit the fib 1, 2, 3 times, broke it once, kind of stayed in between, kind of broke it a little bit there, never closed underneath it. But we're going to now delete that because that's not relevant anymore. So that's gone. We have all of our highs over here. We got the monthly, which is the yearly high for this cycle. Let's see, we got the weekly high, the weekly open, the monthly open, and the weekly low. Okay, so those are all the lines that we're looking at as well for more, the most support. So we're gonna actually, guys. Oh, we talked about the MACD yesterday and a possible MACD cross up with the full moon. But there was something that I told you guys I wanted to see. I wanted to see the stochastic crossing up. Now it's gone down just a little bit. I believe in yesterday's video it was like 96,800 or something like that, which is now at 96. 371. We wanted to see a daily candle closing above that, and we did not get that close, guys. As you can see here, we closed right around 95, 760 on Coinbase. It's on Coinbase chart. So we wanted to see that close a little higher for more upside because we talked about more upside, but the only way we would have got that upside is if we closed higher to turn some of these oscillators that we have into confirmation. For the MACD, for example, look what happened, guys. You saw yesterday's video how we crossed it. We crossed it up, but since we didn't get that close, it didn't confirm it. And we fell back down, and now we're still, I'll zoom in for you guys. We're so close to getting that close because right now we're at around 96,000. So we want to see on this daily candle, we want to see those stochastic start to turn up, which on a daily right now would turn up at 96,370. Okay, so we want to see a daily close tomorrow, closing above that price to get this, getting confirmation. Okay, tomorrow, what is it, 7 or 8 o'clock? We want to see that close. Okay, and see the next candle form higher than that price. If we can do that, then we can start to see maybe this thing start to move back up. Okay. We got volatility kind of, it's still in a sideways range, guys. Nothing really going on right now. We were hoping to get a pop, especially with the move. We have some possible bullish divergence forming on the RSI. So that's another good thing. So we're seeing some positive things. And we're going to go to the moon chart in a second. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that, for us to go bullish, we have to close above certain levels and change this sideways action. We're right now we're neutral direction. So it's not going down, it's not going up, it's just trading sideways. Complete. I mean, look at these candles, guys. Each of these candles is 1 day. Look at that sideways. You don't see that pretty much anywhere. Over here, nowhere. You got direction going up. This is just sideways in this range. And I'll show you a better range on there. Okay, this is the moon chart. We'll go back to that in a second. I don't know why I have 2 moon charts pulled up. All right, so you can see the range we're in, guys, from that 109 to $89,000 range. This is on the hash ribbons, guys. And, the hash ribbons, we talked about when it comes out from up here, it usually trades sideways, comes back into this zone, then pops back up. Okay, so we knew we were going to come back. We traded so far out, away from that purple line, away from the moving averages, that we knew eventually we were going to come back into this zone and test it at some point. Now, the only thing we don't want to see on the hash ribbons is this higher term time frame closing. Because if we look even all the way back here to 2021 in our last run, when it went from 3,000 all the way up to 64,000, came back down. Now, we had some moves underneath here. We had some wicks. We even had a couple candles closing underneath here on a weekly. Okay. But then it popped back up. The one thing we didn't see, which is this purple line right here, which is the 20 EMA, okay? We did not see that flip because what happened was we came back down, we went back up, but we actually went higher than this previous high, which was at 65, and that's when we hit that all-time high at $69,000 even, okay? But then what happened when we had the crash, guys? FTX, everything started tanking. We closed multiple weeks underneath here. What happened? This purple line ended up flipping down. You can see where the hash ribbons, it crossed down, okay? And it was downhill from there. It was disaster. We didn't start coming back above it until about, actually, that's an old trend. But we didn't come back, we didn't break back above it and really close above it until $20,000. After it went all the way down to the $15,000 lows, we closed above it at 20,000, and then guess what happened? We started to close multiple candles, weeklies all above it, and then guess what? It ended up flipping back to the upside, and even though we had some closures here, it never flipped back to be the bottom band, and it went straight uphill from there. You can see we fell into it here, okay, but we never flipped. So is it possible that we trade a little sideways, fall into this a little bit more? Or maybe get a pop to the upside, come back down and test it? Yeah, that's a possibility. Like I said, we don't come too far away from these. So right now we had our big move, trade a little sideways, maybe come back down in here, or just trade sideways and let these ribbons catch up and get into this range. And then we could see another pop to the upside. That's what I'm seeing now. Could we have some short-term moves or even create an all-new high eventually? Yeah, you could. I just don't see it going much higher with these hash ribbons being so far away. Like I said, we still got to catch up to it. So could we see a little move to the upside? Maybe you guys could get some trades in, especially on some smaller caps. That is possible, or some stocks. But right now it's just a little sideways. That's what I'm looking at. Now for the moon chart, guys, we did start to produce our moon right here. And you guys saw, this is a 70, 75%. Now it's not guaranteed. There's still that 20% chance you're going to lose. But we still got a high hit rate with these full moons. Okay, so we possibly got a nice move. We possibly could get that 5 to 7% move, or at least we're looking for at least a 5% move in that range, which would take Bitcoin possibly back up to about a little bit over that one. Maybe getting rejected, maybe going up to that 100, 102, 500 area, and then kind of getting slammed down from there. So that is a possibility where we get a little pop. And that's what we were talking about in yesterday's video, guys. Did we get excited? Yes, but we did not jump the gun because we did not get that closure. Once you get that closure and you see everything for getting that confirmation, that's when you could say, okay, I could take a chance, put my stop loss on, and let's let this thing ride, okay? So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, guys. Potential move. We got the full moon. You can see the last one here, the one here before. These are all money makers here before. You catch these full moons, guys, and then when that new moon comes, that's when you look for that downfall. But right now, we just got the full moon. We got a possible MACD cross if we could get a close. Up and get this stochastic moving north, and maybe trying to flip some of this volatility around. So we haven't really got confirmation yet. We also have some possible bullish divergence. So there's a lot of things setting up for a move. Could there be, but it's not confirmed. So there could be some more downside, guys. So let's just wait for that confirmation before you guys make any kind of big moves with some money. That's I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purpose only. But that's just what I'm looking at with my charts right now. Okay, we talked about this sideways. So far, everything I told you guys, we talked about when this was down here, how this was going to pump and get back up to that 102. And boy, did it ever. All the moves that we talked about here, guys, they're coming true. And it's not that, like I say, I'm not a fortune teller, but I've been doing this for a long, long time. And the charts will always tell you what's going on before the news, before anything. Okay. And this is just something that I like to do. We like to pull these moons, and we like to pull these hash ribbons. And I get MACDs and all these different indicators, the stochastics. We like to pull all these things, guys, to kind of get confirmation on, look, if all these moves are lining up, that's pretty good confirmation that we might see a little pump to the upside before we see a rejection of some kind. But who knows? This is what I like to do, guys. You get into that pump, you take a little bit of money off the top if you're trading. Of course, if you're buying Bitcoin and accumulating it, guys, we've been doing that for so long in my channel. We weren't doing it at these prices. Okay. Now it's kind of like, you can trade some altcoins, and if you accumulate. I mean, I still do every once in a while on these dips. I'm still adding to my Bitcoin, just not as aggressively as I used to, because obviously it's a lot more. But you guys do what you want with your money. But, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, education purpose only. And I will go back to some of the SUIs and some of the stuff that you guys wanted to see. We'll check Ethereum again in my future videos here. If you guys want me to chart something, put it in the comments. More than I'll gladly chart it. Oh, you know what? Someone asked me to chart, I think, Clean Spark and Riot, some other stock related um, crypto stocks. So I'll go ahead and do that too. I'll start checking those out. And then we'll see if we can make videos and all this stuff, guys. But guys, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, sub, like my videos, do all that fun stuff. Comment. Let's get these things moving on the algorithm, so it keeps me motivated to do these, guys. And much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and peace out.